Well, we've got the fuel trailer parked in front of the shop. I ended up ordering a gallon meter reader here that we're going to put on the back side of this pump right off the filter housing. It's the same one that I have on my truck tank pump. So we've got to take this hose off. We're going to raise this up a little bit because it's going to put this guy kind of near the muffler. So if I raise that up a couple of inches off the top of that pump, then put the filter housing out of it, and then stack that meter on there, it'll be good. So we're going to go ahead and get that done, and then we're going to roll into the rest of what we have going on here today. Well, these guys are done with the manure, and we are going to fill their equipment up with fuel. So this is the first I've used this fuel trailer since I put the gauge on there. However, I had to put the gauge coming this way because the fuel only can go through it in one direction. It's unfortunate, but the only other way I could have done it was to put a bunch of fittings. There would have been a large amount of goofy pretzel looking thing to have that meter flipped the other way, or we could have had it reading upside down. So we have it reading to the left. This is the injector unit itself. The hose hooks up to the back end here, and then that whole apparatus swings, and it has 10 injectors on it. This is a 9520 with 710 rubber. So I've got some gentlemen here. I need to go with them and give them a hand. Well, we've got everybody up here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick our pipe up out of the culvert that goes under the road. You can just barely see the hose humper up there. They are rolling hose right now. I don't know how many joints they have, but they're probably getting ready to pull the hose out from underneath the road right there at that point, and then they'll need to work this way to get this section of hose picked up as well. We've got 90 gallons in the tractor already, and it's almost full. They haven't filled this since they started, so with that meter on there, it'll give us an idea of how much fuel this tractor went through on this job. We'll move over to where their other equipment is here, and we'll get a look at the lagoon once we get this tractor full of fuel. All right, we've got the first piece of equipment full that held 131 gallons of fuel. I don't know what they have left over here. They've got a hose humping tractor that will need fuel. Then they've got another tractor that they use pulling the hose carts. That's a 7920. The other one is a 8330. So I think they've still got a pump down in the lagoon. So we'll go ahead and get that full of fuel. And then by then they should have this hose wrapped up, and we can fill those two other tractors up. Alright, so they've got their booster pumpers is in here, so we can back around, get that full. I don't want to drive over their hose to fill that stuff there up, but I guess I could back down in there and get that. But we're gonna fill the booster pump up next. Alright, now we are filling the tank on the booster pump. And you might say, oh, that's a big old cat engine. Well, it's not a cat. This is a 60 series Detroit. It's painted yellow so that it will run better. So we'll see what this holds for fuel. That tractor held 130 gallons. We got the booster pump over here that we're filling now, and then we're going to be able to run down in and fill the, I don't know what the heck you call this, supply pump. But you can see that there's not much manure left in here. We'll kind of walk around this pump here once we get filling it with fuel. We'll throw some fuel in his air compressor here too. He uses the air compressor to blow, well, there's like a foam Nerf ball that they push through the line, and it pushes all of the manure out so that it's easier to roll up and not so heavy to handle. So Andrew's over here, he's waiting for them guys to get this last section of pipe rolled up so that they can get the 15-inch driveway pipe pulled up out of that one culvert there. What do you think there, Bob? You don't know? Are they rolling that last section yet? You don't know? Yeah. Fun stuff. Well, I'm just pumping fuel. I'm gonna fill their big stick up next. Okay, so we've got that one full. That one held 120 gallons. So we have pumped 118. We've pumped 248 gallons so far. So now we'll fill up the big stick and we'll see how much fuel that holds. Alright, now we are filling the pump that's down in the lagoon. They call this the big stick. And this has a, I don't know, I think it's a 9-liter Deere engine. There's John Deere right there. Yeah, I think it's a 9-liter. I'm not sure. But this is a newer engine, so we're going to have to put diesel exhaust fluid into this one. We'll see how much fuel this holds. We started at what did we start at? 248, I believe. So they are getting the hose section that came off of this pump hooked up to the hose cart, and then they'll just start wrapping this as they go here. This the last section?
Yep, this is the last one we're going to reel in. There's actually 2 on this one, and Boss is going to he's going to stage over in the corner, and we're going to suck them both in at one time.
Oh. How much hose does this one hold?
This one holds a mile of 10-inch.
Mile of 10. Oh,
yep.
Okay.
The other one you could do a mile and a quarter of 10-inch.
Yeah, so they're getting their coupler on there, and then they'll just start wrapping it. Oh, let's see, they got the hose cart on that, or the humper on the 7920. He's just kind of pulling moving this out of the way. I would assume he'd start wrapping here any time now. Oh, there it goes. Well, he wants to get some slack out. He's got a little bit of slack in on the reel there, so he'll pull that tight. And he'll start wrapping. There it goes. He can, looks like he can oscillate that thing so that he can keep his wraps, you know, so that it winds not all in one spot. So it looks like what he's going to do is probably back, well, we'll just have to wait and see. There's no sense in narrating things wrong here. They're in a tricky spot here. I probably shouldn't even be videoing them because he knows I'm videoing him, and it just makes for a frustrating time here. So it looks like he's got her pretty good here. It's a tricky spot right here, turning around. Especially when you know you got a freaking camera on you, for crying out loud. Whoa, 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 whoa. In your truck. Well, we'll just move this truck out of the way for him. The hose was starting to come up into it here. Again, that's the trouble you get somebody into when you're filming. He would have been taking his time if had I not been filming. Got the hose humper. They're using that to kind of work as a pulley, and it looks like they're just going to wind it all right from where they're at. They run radios so they can, one guy can talk to the other, and the boys are up there. They're pulling that 15-inch tile out of the creek there. They're loading it in that silage truck of ours. I could probably be helping them do that. But yeah. Bang, bang. That's pretty slick. Got a coupler coming up to us here. And they would have pulled this out from I think it started from about where that silage truck is. I know they had a little cincher thing on top of the hose there. I think that's where they had a joint. Pretty neat. My God, I would think the hose would be. They must have pulled some out from under the road on this section here. Looks like it's coming off a long ways. But it is, the end of it's right there. It's almost to the tractor. Well, that made its way out from underneath the hose humper. He didn't have it wind quite right, so he's letting some off. Got up around the end of the reel there. So he's probably gonna step on it with this tractor. There he goes. Hey, he's got it now. He should be able to get off of that end of the reel. There it goes. Bang, bang. All right, he's got it just about rolled up here. And that's a full wrap. Filling this compressor up now, but it doesn't look like it's going to hold much fuel. The meter was at 370 when we started on the compressor here, so this doesn't run that much. It just clicked off. Alright, we're filling this 8330 up. They use this just to pull carts around, and I don't know, the air compressor held 11 gallons. This is probably going to hold about the same. We've pumped 390 gallons of fuel so far. Here is one of these pigs, they call them. It's just a foam ball that they push through the line to get it cleaned out. They stuff that in there, then they put air behind it with a compressor, and it cleans that line right out. So I would imagine this is only going to hold about 20 gallons. All right, we didn't tell you how much that 8330 held, but that held about 30 gallons of fuel as well. He's got one section of hose there that he's going to pick up, And they are gonna roll on out of here. So that'll give you an idea how that goes. And we are gonna get back to the shop. It went through 450 gallons of fuel all together doing this job. So that is gonna do it for this video, folks. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.